answer to last video's question. We can checkmate in 2 moves by first using our queen to check on h5. As black, you only have one move, which is bishop to f7. Now, there's 2 possible checkmates. Bishop takes f7 or queen takes f7 checkmate. Either way, you are correct. Today, we will be learning about the benefits, disadvantages, and some traps that you can use in the Giuoco Piano main line. The Giuoco Piano main line is when, after white plays e4, black plays e5, white plays knight to f3, developing his knight and attacking the e5 black pawn. Black plays knight to c6, developing his knight, also guarding the e5 pawn. Then white plays bishop to c4, followed by bishop to c5. After c3, knight to f6, and d3. It is now the Giuoco Piano main line. The benefits for white are that white controls a lot of squares on black's side and will sometimes play knight to d2, knight to f1, and knight to g3. Maybe someday moving to f5 and attacking this pawn. Another advantage is that white will sometimes move the bishop to g5 and pinning the knight to the queen. I will explain to you what a pin is in one of my coming videos. Now, white's disadvantages are that sometimes the white knight won't get to g3, and since it can't go to c3 because the pawn is already there. Black's advantages are that sometimes when black plays d6, he will also get a pin on g4. And maybe when this pawn is gone, moving his knight to d4. And I don't really see much hope for this knight on f3. But black's disadvantages are that black doesn't have a lot of control on the central squares, which are d5, d4, e4, and e5. I will explain to you why the central squares are so important in one of my coming videos. Now, here are some traps that you can use as white. Let's just say that black wants to play d6, a reasonable move, trying to get his bishop out. And now we play a4, setting up a sneaky trap. Now, what if black doesn't know what it's doing? And let's say he plays a move like bishop to g4, pinning the knight. Looks like a good move, doesn't it? Well, it would be if white didn't have b4. Now, the bishop is completely trapped. If he goes to b6, then we can just simply play a5. Can you see that after black played d6, the bishop can't retreat back? Now, here's another trap. So, what if after a4, black sees the trap and plays a5? Well, then, white should just continue with his development and, let's say, play castles. Good move, doesn't it? Now, what if black plays bishop to e6, getting his bishop out and challenging the c4 bishop? Well, then, white should just move his bishop back to b3. Now, if the bishop takes on b3 and then queen takes, someday the queen might win the b7 pawn. then maybe the knight. So white doesn't really want to take. So let's say he plays castle. Black doesn't want to take. So let's say he plays castles. Then we move our bishop to c2. Again, setting a sneaky trap. Now, let's just say black again doesn't know what he's doing and plays a move like queen to e7, connecting his rooks, which is a good thing to do. But again, white has a trap, which this time is d4, attacking the bishop. So what if you're saying, why can't I just trade and then move my bishop back to b6? Well, there's a problem with that. After you play bishop to b6, white can play d5. This is what's called a fork. White is attacking the bishop on e6 and the knight on c6. Whichever way we take, we will win material. Now I will be giving you a challenge that the answer will be in my next video. In this position, white can checkmate in one move. There's a lot of checks that white can make, but only one of them will checkmate in one move. That's it for today, and thank you for your time. If you enjoyed the content, please consider to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.